Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So I wasn't actually even planning on doing a video today. Brian and I are doing a date night later and I was ready a little bit early, so I have just been so excited to talk about and share these new products with you guys. So I figured now is the time I'm just gonna sit down and film and talk about these new products because as you guys know, it's the beginning of the year and all the makeup brands are coming out with new products and it is making me go crazy. There's so many things I wanna try and I definitely have been doing some shopping recently, so I've been excited to share with you my thoughts on some of these new products and share with you what I got. So let's just do it. Let's talk about those today. Okay, so one of the things I picked up is the new Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl. You guys know I love the Becca highlighters. They're one of my all-time favorites. I pull them out all the time. So when they recently released this new shade, I had to pick it up and add it to my collection because I do use the Becca highlighters all the time. So again, this is in the shade Pearl and it is more of a creamy white tone. This is no different than any of the other Becca highlighters. It is so beautiful on your cheekbones. It is just a beautiful white tone, and if you have really fair skin, this is gonna look awesome on you. I have more medium skin tone and it still works for me really well too. But look at this color. Ah, it's so pretty. It is just another one to add to your highlighter collection because I'm telling you guys, the Becca highlighters, they can do no wrong. This one is so pretty. So again, that is in the shade Pearl, brand new, and I love it. Okay, so you guys know how I am all about the By Terry Densillous Concealer. It is my holy grail. I've been using it all year. I just can't find anything to top that. But of course, I hear all the hype on all these other concealers. So I've been so curious to put some to the test and compare them to the By Terry, which I absolutely love. So I did a little concealer shopping and I picked up two new concealers. Actually, the one is brand new and the one I've just heard so much hype about that I just had to try. So I'll talk about the new one first. So it's the Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD Concealer. You guys have probably heard everyone talking about this because a lot of people have been getting the PR package with all of them in. I did not get that. I am not that cool. I just bought it myself. I ended up getting it in the shade Y23 and the shades are a little bit confusing. So I kind of did some research and the R shades are more of a corrector and the Y shades are more of a brightening type of concealer. So I went with the Y shades and I ended up just guessing and I picked Y23 and it's actually perfect for my skin tone. This is the concealer that I have under my eyes today and it comes out in just a little squeezy tube like this. It comes out in a creamy type of consistency. It kind of reminds me of the It Cosmetics ones. You know how they're a little bit more creamy? That's what this reminds me of. So it's not super liquidy or anything, but it comes out as a nice cream and you can see this is the shade right here. That's Y23. It's perfect for light to medium skin tones because it definitely brightens and highlights and just really makes the under eye, bright and flawless. So that again is the concealer I've been wearing today. And what I've been doing is I've just been kind of dabbing it in with my fingers all around my eyes and I've kind of been patting it in. I usually don't pat my concealers in, but with this one being a little bit more of a cream, I feel like it works really good when you pat it in around your eyes. And then I'll just take a little concealer brush and just go around the inner corner where it's hard to pat in, but it works really well with your fingers. And I have to say, guys, I am loving this concealer. I was there's no way this is gonna stand up to the hype that everyone's been giving it because there's so many times I fall into the hype and then I'm just disappointed, but I really like this concealer a lot. It is just hydrating and smooth under the eye and it's just been keeping my under eye flawless. The coverage is definitely a medium to fuller coverage. It's really good. I've been really impressed and I really like it. So then we'll talk about the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Now this has been out for a couple months and I just had no interest in trying this, but I heard a lot of good things about it. But like I said, I just had no interest because the By Terry concealer is so wonderful. But I wanted to, since I've been testing out concealers, I figured, I might as well. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try this one as well. I picked it up in the shade Light Neutral. It comes out in a doe foot applicator, just like the By Terry. This is the shade Light Neutral. And again, this shade is perfect for me. That is the color right here. I really, really like it because it's not too yellowy. It's not too peachy. It has slightly more of the peach undertones though, which I like because I feel like those are, brightening and just really make your eye, if it's too yellow on me, I feel like I look like jaundice or something. So I like more of a neutral to peachy tone usually. And this color is really, really good. So this one actually really reminds me of the By Terry. It's kind of the same consistency. It kind of blends in the same. I feel like the coverage is very, very similar. This might have slightly a little bit more coverage, but I feel like it's very similar to the By Terry. But I'm gonna tell you guys, the By Terry, I still really love because of the ingredients in the By Terry. The By Terry has ingredients for the under eye. It has some skincare benefits to it, so it's good for the under eye areas. And that's why the price is a little bit more on the By Terry versus these. But I can tell you guys, the Urban Decay Naked Skin and the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, impressive, and I'm definitely gonna keep using these. Okay, let's talk about this guy right here because I don't really know what to say about this guy yet. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I was very intrigued by this because I love just testing out different primers, seeing what's gonna really make your skin look, you know, that extra little bit of flawless. So being that it's the winter, being that your skin can get a little bit dry and a little bit patchy, I was really curious how this primer oil is gonna work. So it comes out in a dropper like this, and it's pretty much just like a facial oil. So I've been testing it a bunch of different ways. I kind of put it on before my moisturizer and then after my moisturizer and SPF, because of course I'm not gonna leave out any of my skincare steps. You know, nothing's gonna replace my skincare for something like this. So I kind of tested it in with my skincare routine and where it works. And I just I can't get it to work right for me, and I don't see any benefit to it. So I'm probably gonna return this. I mean, I feel like if you have super dry skin, then why not just put on like a really good moisturizer, and your moisturizer is going to moisturize your skin. And that's pretty much the thought behind this, is that, you know, when your skin is really moisturized, when your skin is hydrated, your makeup's just gonna go on more flawlessly. That is what this is all about, but I feel like you can get the exact same benefits by using a good moisturizer, because even though this is a primer, I don't see any of the primer benefits, like holding my makeup on any longer, or the pores, you know, this isn't like filling in pores or anything like that. So it's basically just for hydrating and plumping the skin, which I feel like with skincare, you can do the same thing and then put a primer on that's gonna actually smooth your skin and fill in pores or anything like that. So to me, this is just unnecessary. It didn't really do too much for me. It kind of balled up on me certain ways I used it. So yeah, I'll be returning that. Okay, I talked about this a couple times now, but I'm just gonna mention it again because I did pick it up with this whole Sephora haul here. The Laura Mercier Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. Oh my gosh, love this foundation so much, you guys. It is a light coverage foundation. It looks like skin. It gives your skin the most natural, just very light glow. Just looks so natural. This is just a great foundation for anyone who wants their skin to look natural and not cakey or heavy. For me, I like my foundations to be very lightweight, to have your skin show through a little bit more so it looks natural. If you have any imperfections that you want to cover up, go ahead and just spot conceal with a concealer, but you don't need to cake on, you know, so much heavy makeup. I really like the more natural type of looking foundation, and that is exactly what this is. It just evens out the skin tone and makes your skin look so healthy and fresh and a little bit of a glow, and I just love it. So I'm not gonna talk any more about this because you guys will be like so sick of me hearing about this foundation, but I absolutely love it. Cannot stop reaching for it, and it's definitely going to be like one of my all-time favorites. It's the new YSL Touche Eclat, the Radiance Awakening Foundation. I was talking about this one. I really love this foundation, but then again, I really loved the original. So I can't really say that there's a huge difference between the original Touche Eclat and then this one. This one definitely has a little bit more coverage, and if you're looking for something with like a medium to full type of coverage, this is it. It gives your skin the most natural, beautiful glow again. This does not feel heavy, doesn't sink into lines or pores or anything like that, but it definitely has more of the medium to full side of coverage. But it is beautiful on the skin. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I really loved the first one as well, but I actually think I like this one a tiny bit better. The coverage just seems to be a little bit more, but not so much in like a heavy way, just a very like, I feel like it just looks very flawless, even more so on the skin than the first one. So I've been loving it. Definitely would recommend this one to you guys too. It's a beautiful foundation. All right, so I've been talking about this guy for a while now, and I finally picked it up. It's the Color Science Lip Shine. It's got the SPF of 35 in it. It's also water resistant for 40 minutes. I mean, hello, can you talk about like perfect summertime lip gloss? This is just a clear gloss. It goes on like any other gloss, has the exact same type of applicator, just a clear gloss, but I love it and I'm gonna get so much use out of it. It is not sticky. It feels really good on the lips. You can wear it over any lipstick. You got that SPF in it, and it's also water resistant. Like, this is gonna be my best friend in the summer when I'm taking the kids to the pool or go to the beach or am on vacation. You know, I'm planning to go to Disney World with my kids over the summer, and I'm gonna be wearing this because it just protects your lips. And most people don't protect their lips because you put on lipstick or lip gloss and your lips are getting hit by the sun and the UV damage is doing so much to your lips and aging our lips and shrinking and creating lines on our lips, so blah. But I am so glad I picked this up because I'm gonna get a ton of use out of this come like the spring and the summer when I'm outside with my kids like all the time. This is just gonna come so in handy. Okay, so that was my Sephora haul. Now there's just a couple things that I picked up that I wanted to share with you guys as well. So I did pick up another shade of the By Terry concealer, this being my all-time favorite concealer. I wanted to get a shade that was a little bit lighter for me for the winter time because the medium peach is what I was using and it just wasn't as light for me to give that like highlighted brightening effect. So I ended up getting the shade number 3, Natural Beige, and it is the perfect tone for my skin right now. It really brightens the under eye. Again, I just love everything about this concealer. It's so pretty. I'll show you guys, you know what I'll do? I'll show you the shades next to each other. So this one is Natural Beige in the By Terry. And then this is the Naked Skin. This is the Neutral Light. So let's compare those two. So the Naked Skin is a little bit more peachy tone than the By Terry shade I picked out. So you can see those two together right there. And then let's look at the Makeup Forever HD. Let's compare. Okay, so then there is on the end there, that's the Makeup Forever, the Y23. So you can see all 3 tones there. The By Terry and the Urban Decay, like I said, the formula is very similar. And then you can see the Makeup Forever is definitely more creamy and a little bit like, not thicker because it's still so lightweight, but you can just see the consistency is definitely totally different than the other 2. But I can tell you guys, these 3 concealers right here are top concealers. I'm so picky and so fussy with my concealers. Anything that makes my under eye look crepey or dry or older, I am not about that. So these have been really working for me. I love all 3 of these. And these 2 definitely give this By Terry a run for the money. Other than the wonderful skincare ingredients in this, these 2 are awesome. So 3 concealers, definitely must-haves. Okay guys, and then if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, I'm gonna link that down below. Make sure you come follow me because we talk about all kinds of good stuff. I showed a picture of this right here and I cannot even get over it. It's the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. And it comes in just like a loose powder form like so. And like I said on my Instagram, if you love the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for the under eye, this is 10 times even better. This formula is so good for under the eye. It is made of hyaluronic acid. There's not even many ingredients to this. They're all natural, very like hydrating, very good ingredients, again, for the under eye. This powder is so much even more finely milled than the Laura Mercier, so it's just such a smooth consistency. It feels like silk. It applies the same, you know, it feels the same under the eye. It's just so beautiful, you guys. This is definitely my holy grail under eye setting powder now. I can't even tell you guys how flawless it makes your under eye. It brightens, it makes the under eye look very flawless. It doesn't get cakey all day long. Like I said, I loved the Laura Mercier one, and now this one honestly is like 10 times better. So good. I cannot believe I went this long without trying this powder because you guys know I'm all about By Terry, and this one, I mean, what I do with this even is I take this, I set my under eyes and then I set my T-zone with it because you can technically use this all over. It's not just for the under eyes. You can set your whole face with it, but it's so beautiful under the eyes I can't even describe. But I do take this down the T-zone and just kind of brighten everything up. It blurs away lines, it blurs away pores. I don't even know what else to say about this powder other than it is seriously the most beautiful under eye setting powder ever. It beats out any of the others I've tried before. It is amazing. Like I said, the ingredients just make it even more amazing because it's also not going to dry out your skin because it does have that hyaluronic, so it's amazing for more mature under eyes. Seriously, a must. Okay guys, so that is everything new that I've picked up recently. Let me know in the comments if you've tried anything new that's been coming out lately. Let me know if you want me to try and review any of the new products coming out because I'll be glad to do some more research for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Hit that little thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.